Which is pretty much old Lee Sin, but with some small tweaks.
Yeah, I mean, the new Lee Sin did get buffed, that's true.
Yep, that'll make the world difference.
Twisted Fate top. All right. So Casey going for a little bit more of a side lane comp. I don't know how
Skirmishes tries to make some plays, I think is going to be a little bit more difficult, just based on the composition they have, because honestly, I'm not the biggest fan.
Ghost, auto, hang on. I don't think Broken Blade is as well. He's getting auto down to death. Low health bars. Kana looking for the card. Flash over the wall, gold card. Kana sees him. Kana takes him down. A solo kill at 1 minute.
Position to what he was in game one, where without really lanes or options to play through, there's not a lot he can do.
It's shown to be a bit of an issue here. Oh, yeah, that was easy for Caps, wasn't it? The soldiers come out, but Lebrov now has Skirmishes coming to his aid as well. He just hit level 6. He's got Wild Growth. He's got a Lee Sin who might be blind, but he ain't deaf to the potential play.
Ooh.
Oh, this is
They got a kick into the wall with a Sonic Wave resonating strike. A Tempest cripple, it's not enough. Wild Growth won't keep him alive. First blood over to Busio. A good counter play as he just sets up with the ebb and flow. And Acro Prison not going to connect, but Skirmishes thought he had Kalisz by the toe as Caps jumps in with distortion, but Yike won't be able to send his
He
call.
needed one more auto attack, but the bubble placement from Busio was perfect.
Get him, slap him. Acro Prison dodged away from him. Combat, Evan Flow, Glitter Lance. Oh, you love to see it. It's a LeBron solo kill, by the way.
That's crazy. That's just...
Holy.
Wait, it's only LeBron and Busio that have solo kills now as supports, isn't it?
The boys. In we go. All the Mega Nard. Broken Blade ran out of time. Eviscerate over the wall as Jacques is going to flash as well. Caps has already done good damages. Kana's holding onto a gold card. He'll launch it into the LeBlanc after a Darkened Dagger sets the dogs. Double, in fact, as Jacques gets out.
Okay, I mean, where do we start? There was a misplayed dive in the bot lane.
Yeah, I think he does need to try and reset. I don't think you're in a position where you can really try and sit up here. But the way this pushes Kana.
Caps in a good spot as well. The chains are down, flashing away. Kana won't get out. He gets electrocuted.
Kana, because you can see the freeze happening topside, going to try and open mid with Dragon here as well. Has that ultimate, and he's going to use it.
Hound, kick. Skirmishes still gold carded up, stunned up. He safeguards over the wall. The chase continuing. Yike is going to eviscerate. Meanwhile, Caps gets the rest of KC away, but safeguards. Skirmishes dies to Crux. Okay. It's not Doran, but it's close as Han Summer's been Wild Growth in the bottom lane. Lebrov now caught out of dodges. Yike is looking for another kill. Busio will be slowed. Han Summer gets over after he transcends. Arclight of Ruin. Acro Prison dodged away. Yike eviscerates one more time in the double dark and daggers with Kalisz. With the Gatling gun will get the kill. Meanwhile, we go to the top side. It is indeed pandemonium here in the LEC starter playoffs as Kana dies. I love it. I love it.
Game 11.
Yeah.
He's almost getting a level a minute, by the way.
Dragon reset as well there.
Exactly.
For off sec.
Cap jumps in, double distortion, going to be call of the pack to get out. Sigil is going to proc the electrocute now. Cap's found out by Yahoo, who wants to call in the Emperor's Divide. He does in the rest of his team. Hound's Pursuit finds Cap. He jumps back though. He's a frisky little demon, that guy. As Lebrov gets hit by the Corky, the range is up the shield as well. Dragon gets stolen by Skirmishes. Cap looks for the kill, jumps back into Yahoo, gets the chain. With Skirmishes, he plays in and out. I said frisky demon. That guy's unkillable apparently. A double meanwhile, we look at the top lane and Kana's going to ghost out, but with Hyper, a boomerang not needed. Broken Blade gets a soul.
Diabolical. If the Caps got away with that. Oh, and they're diving.
He's found a route down. Sonic Wave not going to connect. Keeps Yahoo alive for now, but a Tempest, the cripple. And Lebrov somehow gets the kill at 3-0. But Caps and Skirmishes now putting off work. Spots the bomb on Han Summer. Tidal Wave is going to catch as well. Yike looking for the dive with the Hound's Pursuit. He targets Han Summer. The dive continues. A barrier used, but the job not done. The Transcendence helps out as Han Summer dives to Busio.
Cap CP though.
Broken Blade about to go Mega as well. You're right. Caps can close the distance. Kalisz has to run. His flash available with a barrier as well. Caps thinks about going in. He gets poked out. The damage from Broken Blade with just the house. Caps gets over the wall. Sends up for the Cho with the slain. The chain slow rather. Into the wall. It's an easy shove. A flash over from Kalisz. Broken Blade dodges the Aqua Prison and Busio. Kalisz somehow get
room now for G2 to try and make some plays on the map if they want to. Yike hovering towards this mid lane though in the Neferi. Trying to decide if he goes for a play mid, bot, or just steals the Krug camp.
Play down the bottom lane. Skirmishes found out Busio is mega deep. Tidal Wave used, but I think it might be a tsunami the other direction. Good damage going on to Skirmishes. Yeah, who's now here as well. His head guard's over the wall, but he's sent back. The ulti from Yike is going to commit and find its mark. Wild Growth keeps Skirmishes alive, but not for long. Yike has to reset on the Hound's Pursuit, and now a gold card looming for Han Sama's future. You're right, it is a magic trick, but this time it's used on Han Sami. KC have got 5 members in the bottom lane. Busio was the bait. He's low, but he'll tidal wave up. He'll ebb and flow, rather. This dive on G2 is going to connect, and Broken Blade is a mini nah. Tries to hop over, but he too is dead. Double shutdown. More Caps committed to top, but KC are bringing themselves back in this game.
An excellent gold swing for KC as they find 4 kills and lose 2 items. He is a real threat, but I don't know that with this HP he can really look to contest. He's trying to heal up where he can from the minions.
Gold card again. Umon ready for a target. Broken Blade going into the Mega Knight at the start of the fight. Caps pokes his head into Yike as Herald gets placed down mid. This will get a charge. Broken Blade hops on in, gets a stun onto Yike, throws the house, but he gets gold carded, and he's isolated. House pursuit is free. Wild Growth looks like a bait, but it's not. Caps tries to bump on in as Yahoo misses the ulti. Tidal Wave is going to miss as well, though. G2 are left with 4 versus 5. KC should have this Drake.
Broken Blade went in, but had 0 way of getting back out. And Yahoo forcing that flash from Caps, or else he would have been quick to join him. KC are coming alive here, and they are not letting G2 play the game.
With the meta, but so far he is deathless in this game, and he has a full level over Han Summer. So he's been having a great game so far. He's been playing around the threat of Caps. He is kind of the guy to watch right now.
Flash gold card, gets it caught out. It's LeBron. That opens things up. Baron's up on the top side of this map. We'll see what KC find.
Yeah, I mean, you've opted in towards the early Ardent Sensor here as LeBron, which does make sense when you've got the Yunara beside you, but the Mikhail's Crucible is desperately needed for these gold cards. It's kind of the one setup that you have, and I think there was an argument for LeBron holding off on that Ardent Sensor to make sure he gets the Mikhail's. Now has the Mikhail's, which will make that kind of pick play a little bit harder for KC to go towards, but it's been really needed.
Yeah, this comp from KC, it's a little bit unconventional in the sense that when we talked about it in draft, it was, we expect a tank in top lane, right?
Yep.
You've got Corki Azir, usually you play front to back. But the beauty of this Twisted Fate is it's a champion that can actually go up against...
Oh my God.
I was going to say can go up against Caps in a side lane. I was wrong.
This is a wall kick. It is Sonic Wave, resonating strike. I mean, yep.
But also just the mobility on a bunch of members of G2. That's the threat that G2 is always having to navigate. But if G2 just finds pick on a side lane, then none of it really matters. As long as they get those kills, they're in a good spot.
Spotted out waiting. Caps just looking for an angle. KC are on the bottom side. Meanwhile, finding Broken Blade out in rotation. He hops over, but that's a Corki. Phosphorus Bomb, the big one, not going to connect. Kalist flashes forward. Now there's truly a big one in the chamber. Kalist needs one more auto, and he'll find it with a Gatling gun, and Skewon comes in to try and save the life. Caps as well. The burst onto Kalist, but he gets dove. A reset now for Yiken, calls in the hounds. The dogs are out unleashed, and Han Summer going to drop with them. Skewon the only one left alive. Yike with a triple, with a double Dark and Dagger sending out the rest of the dogs. KC come alive again.
KC constantly catch G2 in rotation. Last time it was LeBron, this time it's Broken Blade, and it may just be enough to break this game in favor of KC.
KC are simply rolling over G2 in the skirmishes. Excellent target focus. Kalist is often untouched, and the damage is unrelenting. G2 find themselves in a very tricky situation as KC will secure a 23-minute Baron and have such a massive gold lead.
DP onto Kana though. This found out the Baron minions caving in. A Sonic Wave to find an angle here as Broken Blade's off on the side, but meanwhile Yahoo is pushing in the top lane. This is going to be damage from multiple lanes, and Broken Blade just tried to get the wave up so that bot would be safe for the meantime. But KC have already done their due diligence. This Baron power play is going to lead upwards of 2,500 as Dragon's up in 10 seconds, and KC have a job to do.
You got the Scuttle Crop spawn as well, which is going to be very nice for KC, just giving them that little bit of extra movement speed, which for people like Kana, very clutch in these sort of situations. Gone for the early wit's end to have that extra little bit of tenacity alongside the boots of swiftness. So you can tell he very much understands what he needs to be in these fights, and it is just that gold card bot picking and choosing who KC trying to take down.
All right, Dragon will give us some time. 26 kill game, 25 minutes. It has been mega damage.
I was going to say, the Cat might not be worth it, because sure, Caps got out, but it's just a chunk of damage onto Kalist, and now in this next fight, that could be a well-needed Mikhail's that isn't available.
Over the wall is Yike threatening this turret. Inner turret is a big hit here for KC. Their Baron has expired, but the fight has not. The Jike double Dark and Dagger doing good damage. Look towards mid. Caps tries to find Kana. Gold card hits him. Electrocute as well. Flashing forward is Kana. Ordering him to death. Caps gets Destiny and Kana thinks about where can I go. Into the base he sees Caps, but he will not press that R button a second time.
TP.
He does in the end. He's going to walk on back. Get towards the rest of KC. You said it's G2. Getting in position. It's Caps coming from base. It's KC into Pincer. A Sun Turret up. Skewmon with the Sonic Wave onto Kalista. He's got shields for days. Yak not finding anything with the poke trying to land off as Caps rolling down river. He's by himself though. He needs to get Kana, but he gets house pursued instead with Distortion #1. The Dark and Dagger's not connecting. He jumps back. He distortions in again. He gets Wild Growth. The Emperor's Divide though. Yeah, who finds a road, Skewmon finds a kick, a Sonic Wave with the Eddie carry dead. It's hard summoned full HP. He transcended while the rest of KC have descended. The find of the pick, the capsule block looked in, but it was bloody genius.
A heavy commitment from G.
You can see in a team fight, G2 have a chance. We just haven't had G2 with a chance to take a team fight.
Oh, that Baron is melting though, and they can't even get close. Kalist doing a good job of acting as gatekeeper here.
Broken Blade needs to teleport in pretty soon, and it'll be on this ward in front of us, or the one next to the Baron. 7k as the poke with the Beyblade goes forward. Caps jump forward. Wild Growth is a knockup as well. Tidal Wave now used, but Baron committed. Baron still going down. Emperor's Divide. A road found, but at the cost of his life, as Caps will find the kill. But meanwhile, it's Han Summer again. Yike flushes over, but doesn't get the steal. Hard versus the Lee Sin as KC are getting obliterated. And the man who got shut down early is having a lot more to say at this point in the game.
KC tried to take the same fight. Yeah, who thought the scoop would be enough, but he sent Skewmon into the middle of his team, and G2 will take the fight and maybe just the game with this.
It all comes down to a couple of moments, a couple of team fights in this game. And KC were mitigated. A lead of almost 5,000 gold slipped away. G2 always come good during playoffs, and in game 3 they'll move to match point yet again in another upper bracket.
What a frustrating game for